So talk to me a little bit about, I have not seen it yet, but I will, your podcast, where you're sharing stories like we're doing here today. What's the name of your podcast?
It's called Death Happens, an Insider's Guide to Dying.
Okay.
And I do that with my friend who is a hospice social worker, and she's my partner. And we have been interviewing other people who work in death work. And we also are doing some of our own where we're just talking about hospice, death and dying,
Hmm.
and telling stories and trying to bust the hospice myths more.
It's important work. It's important education.
Huh.
People need to be comfortable with dying.
Yeah,
We're not going to get away from it. We need to
right.
understand it and we need to be okay with it. And you are also an author. How long ago did you write your book?
I've been writing my book, and I have it right here, of course. It's called Influencing Death, Reframing Dying for Better Living. And I have actually been writing this book for 20 years. I started writing stories when I worked in the inpatient care center. And then I kind of shelved it for a while before I went on to, I have a visitor. Before I went on to TikTok, I was really frustrated with medical shows because I feel like they're so inauthentic, and they actually lead to more confusion and fear around death and dying because they portray it so inaccurately. And Amazon at that time had a program where you could go in there and write a script, and it would format it into like a regular like television script. And they were selecting amateur scripts for television shows. So I started writing that in there. And then they got rid of the program. They were like, yeah, we're not gonna do this anymore. I was like, I guess I go back to writing a book. But again, like shelved it for a while. Then I got on TikTok, and probably, about a year into TikTok, people were telling me all the time, you should write a book, you should write a book.
You do. You have great,
And
and you're very easy to listen to. You express yourself very clearly, and you're talking about a very taboo topic that nobody wants to really understand. Nobody really wants to accept, right?
right.
So, and you make it very kind of lighthearted, and you kind of joke with it a little bit. And I think that you have to, right? You can't get all
Yeah,
dark about it the whole time either, because then nobody's gonna watch you.
exactly. That's my philosophy. I like
Oh, he wants to talk. He wants to get on the podcast.
Chewbacca.